So if you build EJ Subarus, you probably know all about their oiling system problems. One of the reasons why there's all these elaborate catch cans on the Subaru market is because of the oiling system. Also, the EJ engine has frequent catastrophic failures of the oiling system. So we're going to show you how to prevent them with some help from IAG Performance. The first part in improving the EJ's oiling system is this Windage Tray by IAG Performance. It has louvers here, and the louvers actually strip oil that's in the cloud around the rotating crankshaft. This windage cloud contributes to a lot of drag on the engine, and you don't need all that oil zooming around your crank. So by stripping the cloud away, it frees up a little horsepower and reduces oil consumption. It also helps get the oil to the pan quicker, so your oil level stays more constant even at high RPM. The next part is this IAG Performance oil pan. The oil pan has 30% more capacity than the stock pan, and it's designed to fit around most common Subaru headers, up pipes, down pipes, and turbo systems. Pan interference is a problem with like a lot of aftermarket turbo kits, but IAG took this all into consideration when designing this pan, and they test fitted it with most of the common headers on the market. Now this pan has a lot of cool features. It has this baffle system. The baffle system not only keeps oil from sloshing and getting away from the pickup, but it has many one-way valves, even on the top. These one-way valves are made out of Viton rubber, which is a heat and chemical resistant rubber, and they keep the oil from splashing this way back into the crankcase. Now, you know the Subaru is a Boxster engine, and one of the reasons why you puke so much oil out of your breathers is the oil sloshing around, and it's going back up into the upper part of the crankcase and then gets shoved out into the valve cover and out your breathers, and that's why your catch can is always full or your Subaru smokes when you're driving on the track. All this oil ingestion is not good. It can cause detonation. And also, I mean, if you drive your Subaru a lot, emptying the catch cans all the time is a bitch, and your oil continually going down because it's getting puked out of the breathers can also create oil starvation. So these one-way flappers here, they go a long way to prevent that. Also, if you look deep into the pan, you can see that this vertical baffle has flappers too. So if the oil sloshes one way or the other, it can come into this well where the pickup is, but the oil can't go out. That goes a long way to prevent starvation. There's also a built-in drain for your turbos, an extra threaded hole here for oil temp sensor, and the other cool thing is the oil drain is at the absolute bottom of the pan, so you don't have any residual dirty oil in here when you're doing an oil change. I mean, you can't see from the inside, but this thing is at the very bottom. It was designed specifically for that. There's ribs here to help oil cooling a little bit and to keep the bottom of the pan strong, and a nice, generous, strong top rail so you don't get distortion or leaks. This is a really cool pan, and it's going to go a long ways to prevent oil consumption and oil starvation in your EJ. The final part is the IAG heavy-duty oil pickup. And I've known probably 3 of my friends with Subarus that actually blew up their engines because the stock factory pickup is super weak and it breaks. It can break with normal street driving, and the additional vibrations from being on the track cause these things to fail really easily. So the IAG part is made out of metal that's twice as thick as the stock part, and all the brackets and everything are much thicker. The tube is slightly bigger in internal diameter, so you don't have inlet restriction. I mean, basically, this isn't going anywhere. I mean, it's many times stronger than stock, and you're not going to have a failure. You know, I knew one person that had a fully built engine, and the first session on the track, the pickup broke and the brand new built motor blew up. Well, that's not going to happen with these IAG parts. with all these parts, you're solving your Subaru oiling problems once and for all, and even gaining a little power. That's why we like this stuff so much. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe and push the like button and comment. If you want us to work on your car, go to MotoIQ.com and fill out the garage services form. We'll get back to you. And while you're at MotoIQ, click around, look at our many technical articles. There's stuff to interest everybody there. Until next time, there's next time.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea.